is there more soldiers on the other side of that EMA? Did they go pick up new soldiers? Because, you know, now that it's weak, to kind of give y'all a little background, right? I love trading. I've done trading for a long period of time, and oh, come on, 430. Come on. Let's go. Hey, what's going on? Good afternoon, all my neighbors out there. Go ahead and oops, I got that going on my projector. Bye. All right, we got ourselves a very interesting day, especially with all this bouncing that this market is doing. Let's go ahead and take a nice little look at what's going on in the signals. Let's see if there's anything that stands out. Let's start with what happened at 9:30. So 9:30 looks like the only thing that came in on any scalps, because I already went. Oh, actually, I take that back. All right, so I got quite a bit. All right, so let's start from the top. Amazon. Let's see what's going on with that bad boy. All right, so Amazon, that was a signal after the gap up. Okay, this makes a lot of sense. So if you did carry that Amazon past the TP1, congratulations. That thing should have gave you a nice little W right there in your portfolio, but it came back and retested that TP1, and they're trying to get back up there, and there was multiple successions for you to get your money at that TP2 and get out of there. I don't think we're going to fill this fair value gap, but you never know. The market does what it wants to do, so you could plan for that, especially if it holds this support. But for the most part, this trade is done. Let's go over to Meta. This came in at 9:30. What is going on with you, Meta? All right, so Meta, it signaled for some bearish momentum, and you can see we coming off a bearish fair value gap. This must have been on a higher time frame. Let's take a peek here. Yeah, something like this. That was that fair value gap, gave it a nice little rejection. Let's come over to the 15-minute and see what we have here. It got close to TP1, but it just struggled. This is like a fist fight. Let's see if that thing can reload again, and then if it breaks on the 657, short it down to 653. All right, let's go to Apple. So Apple, it gave a sell, and that was, oh yeah, after the take profit of that move there, right? And then we triggered ourselves a liquidity sweep into the fair value. Oh my God, Apple, okay. And gave everything back from the time that we looked at this earlier. So yeah, that's the game there. So this one's a done trade. You should be completely out of that one. And then Nvidia on the 30-minute on a pinky. Oh, that was a good trade. I should have been there for it. All right, switch Pac-Man, go pinky. All right. So we got ourselves that as the entry based on that parameter. Oh, you know what? I think we kind of did the TP1 already on this. That's probably why I didn't really come back and look at this. Look at that. I was looking for 176 to short, and the 15 minutes showed me a lot of opportunities too, but it just kept on playing with it. But that block just said, nope, no mas. And then we're almost to TP2. If they take this liquidity here, that might drag NQ down as well. And you might see, that's why they did that. Be careful. If you made money on this, just be done with it. But if it gives you a nice little support, it might be okay. But that psychological 170 is probably what they're looking at, and is giving a little bit of trouble. So just be patient. Don't do nothing reckless, and you should be fine. I don't think you want to play it back from 175 again. If they get that high, we might fill that gap. So that's that trade. UNH, already announced that one. That one did relatively well. Nice drop off over here. That was TP1, so you should have been taking your profit. It's a retracement from a massive drop here, so TP1 was much more sound than for you to try to take any more into that move here. If we throw a fib here, let's look at what was the retracement here. Yeah, we stopped at the 382 on the dot. Yeah, so yeah, just be careful. If you're still playing this to the upside, I won't be surprised if the downside extends a little bit further. Let's go with Google. Let's see if there's anything to be had. I think everything's running already, so maybe Google might not give you much. Switch this up. Go back to Pac-Man. All right, here is Google. I didn't really make no extension, so there might be a play to this if this thing holds the way I think it could. So we got an entry, but they're drifting it right back up. Very similar to how it did, I want to say it was back here somewhere, where it kind of pushed down, then we just made another extension. But I already got rid of that drawing. Look for this around now. Might be a little overheated. Let's see, higher time frame, 2 hour. 2 hours already crossed over, so this might be a 2 hour retracement to put in a 2 hour fair value gap. As long as it doesn't go back past 302, I would say probably get into the downside. And the first TP is 296. Maybe go with a 286 contract for next week. That probably would be great. And my print, yeah, it looks good for a print. All right, NVIDIA's back again. NVIDIA's back for a 15-minute. Let's see what this is showing us so far. That's still part of that 940. Ugh. Yeah, there is nothing to be had here. I don't think so. Lots of liquidity happening. We already had TP1. I'd leave that alone. If you were already in from the 30-minute, this is probably going to give you some confidence that they're going to try to get down here. Again, that psychological 170 is still going to be that tough area. SoFi. Oh, that was disrespectful. Looked like SoFi was pushing to the upside just for them to go ahead and not get to TP1. And then it triggered a liquidation sweep right here, aka Pac-Man, and that sweep comes in, close before 26, where they hit TP1. So this might be already done for the most part. But if they sweep this liquidity here, look for SoFi at $25. That's a good psychological level as well. That should be a good trade. All right, what else I got for y'all? Oh, actually, already triggered. TP1 is already done. All right, let's see. Uber. Maybe we could find something. Is there something to trade? All right, Uber. Got a drop here. Oh, we're close to the entry right now. So, yeah, I would say keep it tight because they already made an extension trying to get down to this level. Maybe go with the fair value gap or halfway to fair value gap. But the target is going to be $77 for next week. Yeah, Uber to the downside as long as $80 holds. Stop loss maybe 80, 46, 80, 75, one or the other. I would say since they already made an extension, be tight with it, but it's up to you, discretion. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a fiduciary. I'm not a fiduciary either. So, I'm just a guy that looks at a chart and we run with it. But this is all sell side, buy side liquidity right here. All right. Let's see if that can break. And if that breaks right here at that pivot at 79, you should print all the way down to that level. Watch out. Bullish divergence, bullish divergence, bullish divergence, okay? All right, swing trades. Let's go look at swing trades. What we got? All right, QBTS. This is Quantum. All right, so I hit the TP already. TP1, and it, again, I'm gonna repeat this over and over until my face is blue so that way it can be resonated for everybody. If you get 88 to 90% of your move and you're still holding on because you're waiting for it to hit here and it comes back to your break even, you deserve to give the money back to market. Take your profits after TP. Focus. All right, so yeah, this was a good one for a nice little retracement. They might be coming back for retracement to push to the upside, but we'll see what happens there. Let's go to Etsy. Etsy on the 2 hour is signaling Etsy is actually showing like it's want to go ahead and push to the upside. I would say since it's already rejected, we'll just keep it like this. $54, play it up into 57. Let's aim for like December 26th or January 16th, one or the other, depending on your comfort level. But if it closes above that 54.77, take it up to 57.49. Maybe even $60 contracts would probably be great. And then you could just sell it when it gets to 57. All right, Siri. That's serious. All right, so they was shorting, but then they grabbed the liquidity. This might go for fair value gaps if you want to play the reversal, but for the most part, no entry, no trade. That is okay with me. VST, last one. Let's see what's going on with this one. All right, we got a nice little extension here, and it looks like there's some buy-side liquidity we could be going after. Looking at this wick here, I won't say that's a bearish divergence. Yeah, this is just a continuation. I would say a nice little break here, and you'll be a happy camper. 163.67 is our entry. I want this 2-hour candle at 130 to close below this level, and I'll play an entry to that downside. Target is like 136. Especially that we're crossing the MACD to the 0 line. This could be a whole lot of problems for that upside. All right, and then QQQ had gave us a signal earlier today. Let's see how that panned out. Looks like it gave a $5 move from the signal. Let's look at QQQ and how this points out. This was based on the 15-minute for a scalp. Yep, very solid trade. This one was great. Here you go. It hit TP1. TP1 should get you like 20% at minimum, right? That was a good trade. And then the other one was IWM. Was that bearish too? No. It looked like IWM. Let's see what they did. IWM. Oh, it got the TP. Again, if it gets to TP2 and you're still holding on to your trade, congratulations. You're giving up all that money. This is supposed to be day scalps. You should be done with your trade when it's all said and done. Anywho, I just wanted to go ahead and break that down for you. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and the bell button. Let your friends know that. I give you some great content and alert system as well. Of course, it's powered by Trade Hero. Thank y'all for everything that y'all do over there. And I will see y'all later on this afternoon for an end of the day recap. Have a great day.